Islam Makhachev is ducking. I know a bunch of y'all might think that's crazy to say, especially the top #1 pound for pound in the world. Islam Makhachev is ducking Ilia Topuria. But I'm bringing this video to prove to y'all why I feel like Islam Makhachev is ducking Ilia Topuria. And I feel like Ilia Topuria is actually starting to become a big threat towards Islam Makhachev. Because at first, Islam Makhachev didn't really expect Ilia Topuria to be down to fight Islam Makhachev like that. And soon as Ilia Topuria gets the deal to fight Islam Makhachev at the White House card, he accepts it in a heartbeat. And this is why I feel like Islam Makhachev didn't think that Ilia Topuria was really a man of his words like that, especially to be able to risk his reputation to fight Islam Makhachev. And we're gonna go back to the facts. The facts. This is not fiction. Ariel Helwani, he claimed that this fight has been booked before, and even I could confirm that, because I remember Ali Abdelaziz says that there's gonna be a huge fight announcement soon that's gonna be announced in one of the biggest fights that we've seen in modern history, and that should have been Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev, but things fell through. Accordingly, Ali Abdelaziz is claiming that Islam Makhachev has a hand injury, and I think that is a lie. I think what is going on right now is Ali Abdelaziz has got scared for Islam Makhachev. He knows the risk that this could take for Islam Makhachev, because if Islam Makhachev loses to Ilia Topuria, Ilia Topuria gains more than Islam Makhachev. If Islam Makhachev beats Ilia Topuria, the excuse is going to be Ilia Topuria is a smaller person, a smaller guy. So I think Islam Makhachev thinks that this is not a smart idea to take him on right now, because he knows if he beats Ilia Topuria, he won't get any he won't get any props for it. I think he will, but there's a lot of us MMA fans that's gonna say that doesn't make sense. And also, the money doesn't seem right. Accordingly, $60 million wasn't enough for Islam Makhachev or Ilia Topuria. Islam Makhachev. But I think what it is business-wise, this fight is gonna be history. This fight is worth more than $60 million, in my personal opinion. See, look, I don't run the UFC business. I don't run the business in sports. But in my personal opinion, Ilia Topuria, Islam Makhachev is worth at least 100 mil. At least give the fighters 100 mil. I might sound crazy saying that, because that's how much Mayweather got paid with Pacquiao, but this was supposed to take place in the White House, bro. And I'm pretty sure those people at the White House, whatever, the politic guys, should be paying a lot of money for these fighters to fight, in the lawn especially. So I think, yeah, it's a lose-lose. It's a win-lose situation for Islam. It's a lose situation for Ilia. It's the whole world right now. You know, like, he will literally gain so much money off that. His reputation will go up. Everyone would be scared of him. No one would want to fight Ilia Topuria. And I think Islam Makhachev is that duck right now. Well, not Islam Makhachev. I think it's Ali Abdelaziz in Khabib's or Islam's ear saying that right now is not the right time to take the fight. You guys could get paid way more than we could get right now if we just wait. Well, Islam Makhachev, he definitely is gonna risk fighting Ian Gary. If he fights Ian Gary, I don't know, man. I think Ian Gary is too good. I actually feel like Ian Gary could beat Ilia Topuria at 170. He's just a lame. He's too tall. I think that's gonna give a lot of these fighters a problem, except for Shavkat Rakhmonov, because Shavkat Rakhmonov realistically is a #2 contender to fight for that 170 belt, but Ian Gary took over that spot with Michael Morales. I also feel like Michael Morales will give Ilia Topuria a huge problem. Ilia Topuria says that height and size don't matter, but I think that it's just way too big for Ilia. Ilia came from 135. We got to remember that. He was a bantamweight in the start of his career, and then he moved up to 155. Him already moving up to 155 was already crazy to me. He could have been triple champ if he stayed at 135, got the belt there, but obviously I think Merab and Ilia Topuria are like buddies, so I don't think they would face each other. Them working together actually improves the style of both of these fighters, because Merab Khabib needs a little bit more striking and boxing, and that's perfect to have Ilia Topuria on his side. And the wrestling, Ilia Topuria came from grappling, but we don't know how good he will do against a high-level grappler in Islam Makhachev. Yes, he did stop the takedowns from Charles Oliveira. I think Charles Oliveira is a very high-level grappler. He did prove that against Gamera, and like I said in the last video, I told y'all that Charles Oliveira would make it look easy against Max Holloway because Max Holloway has zero grappling. We seen that when he fought Ilia Topuria. What happened in the first few rounds, Ilia Topuria took him down without an ease. So you know, what did we expect Charles Oliveira to do in that fight? A bunch of y'all saying, oh, Charles Oliveira is not excited, he didn't try striking with him, bro. Then go watch boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already knew what Charles Oliveira is known for and what he's great at is his power and mostly his grappling, his jiu-jitsu. So if y'all didn't expect Charles Oliveira to go for the takedown and actually try to win the fight, then y'all crazy, bro. This Charles Oliveira is not here to entertain y'all. Well, he is to entertain y'all, but he's really here to gain that belt and make history. So a win and Max Holloway was good for him. So back to Ilia Topuria. Like I said, I think Ali Abdelaziz is definitely messing with the fight right now because he knows that they could get paid more. And just the story wasn't adding up. Just the lies. Ali Abdelaziz is a horrible liar. He needs to get better at it, because how the hell you go from tweeting to the whole world saying that this is the biggest fight that's going to be made, the next fight that's going to be announced for Islam Makhachev is going to be one of the biggest fights. Now you come and say that Ilia Topuria was ducking because he wanted to get paid more, and that's such a lie. Ilia Topuria is in the card, in the White House card anyways. So if he wanted to get paid more, why the hell did he still fight at the White House card? That just made zero sense. Ali Abdelaziz just has zero IQ weight line, bro. Like, he could have done better. And just the fact that he went from that and now he's getting angry at Ilia Topuria because Ilia Topuria tweeted out calling him a pig, you know what I'm saying? He called him fat, and then, you know, Ali Abdelaziz got very mad. Well, he called him ugly. He got very mad and tweeted him, tried to come in at his manager, you know what I'm saying? So I think the manager should fight at this point. Honestly, Ilia Topuria is becoming a big threat towards Islam Makhachev, and is giving me more confidence that Ilia Topuria would be able to take out Islam Makhachev without an ease with the boxing. And I think at 170 is going to be a very close fight, bro, because there's no other weight class they want to fight in but 170. If Islam moves down at 155, serves him no purpose. He's already at a bigger weight class. Ilia Topuria needs to move up to 170 in order to face Islam Makhachev. And the chances of Ilia beating Islam at 170, I feel like is low because of the grappling, you know, and the size. The size does play a difference. It pays dividends in fights. So that to me, I don't know, bro. Other than that, I think Ilia Topuria is a high level fighter. I think he's gonna be able to get away with it. If he's able to keep this momentum going, he's gonna be able to beat Islam Makhachev and get that triple belt. I think Alex Pereira might be the first triple champ in UFC. I think. Let me know what y'all think about this. I think it's full of crap. Never believe a word that Ali Abdelaziz says. We all learn this from the MMA community, bro. He just be yapping, talking, and lying. You know what I'm saying? And he be the one tweeting for Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev don't even control none of his social media. Look at the way he even spoke on that tweet. You think Islam Makhachev talks like that on the way the tweet was, bro? That's what I'm saying. Ali Abdelaziz is horrible at what he does. His management might be good because he gives these people favorable matchups, but other than that, when it comes to big fights, this guy he's out there. You know, he's shivering himself. It's like, yo, Ilia Topuria is very good in elite. He's the only one in the UFC that could take that one, well, make it 28-2 against Islam Makhachev.